It's time once again to demystify a mathematical symbol. And this time, we're going to demystify this one. What is this? Well, it's known as the set of all integers. And I'm sure a lot of you are standing there going, what the thunder is an integer? Okay. An integer is a number which does not have a fractional part. Still confused? Okay. I got two numbers down here. 2 and 2 3/8. Which one do you think is the integer? Well, of course. It's right here. That's the integer. Why? Because it does not have a fractional part. What about 2 3/8? You see that 3/8 right there? That's a fractional part. So if a number does not have a fractional part, it's an integer. But if it does have a fractional part, it's not. And this applies both to positive numbers and to negative numbers. Now, I will grant you that back in the days of the Egyptians did not consider negative numbers as integers. Okay? They didn't like negative numbers, period. So they would not have considered that an integer. But in modern math, negative numbers can be integers, as long as they don't have a fractional part. Okay? Now, there is one other exception. The number 0, as far as the Greeks and most modern mathematicians are concerned, is not really an integer. Why? Because the Greeks originally defined 0 as the absence of value. And if it's the absence of value, then it really doesn't have a value at all. Therefore, it really can't be an integer. Okay? Now, I know there are going to be some mathematicians going to argue with me on this. I am telling you, if you really want to get into the real heavy-duty mathematics, as far as I'm concerned, 0 really isn't an integer because it is the absence of value. How can you have a number that's an integer if it has no value whatsoever? It doesn't work that way. I'm sticking with my Greek mathematicians on this one. So, any positive or negative number that is not 0 and does not have a fractional part is an integer. There you go. I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.